Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, a history buff, or just someone who loves the thrill of finding something valuable in your pocket change, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for this episode. Today, we're spotlighting one of the most inspiring and visually stunning modern US coins to date, the 2020 TP Maya Angelou quarter. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a quarter, right? But this coin is so much more than that. It's a symbol of progress, a work of art, and a tribute to a woman whose words helped shape a generation. And yes, under the right conditions, it can also be surprisingly valuable. The Maya Angelou quarter was released in 2022 as the very first coin in the U.S. Mint's New American Women Quarters program, a bold initiative launched to honor the legacy of groundbreaking women who've made a lasting impact on American history and culture. Choosing Dr. Maya Angelou as the face of the first release was a powerful and deeply meaningful decision. Maya Angelou wasn't just a poet or an author. She was a voice of resilience and empowerment, a civil rights activist who stood alongside figures like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, and a cultural icon whose works, like her seminal autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, continue to inspire new generations. She was the first African-American woman to write and present a poem at a U.S. presidential inauguration, and her accolades include more than 50 honorary degrees, the National Medal of Arts, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In short, her legacy is immeasurable, and now, it's been beautifully captured on a piece of everyday currency. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the artistic design of this coin, because honestly, it's one of the most symbolic and visually powerful designs the U.S. Mint has ever released on a quarter. The reverse, or tail side, features a graceful depiction of Maya Angelou with her arms stretched upward in a gesture of hope and strength. Behind her, rays of sunlight shine, and a majestic bird takes flight, echoing both her spirit and her most iconic literary work. The bird, of course, alludes to I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, symbolizing freedom, creativity, and triumph over adversity. This side of the coin was designed by artist Emily Damstra and sculpted by Craig A. Campbell, and it's truly a masterclass in how art can convey emotion, history, and culture all in one powerful image. The obverse, or head side, still features George Washington, but with a twist. Instead of the traditional right-facing portrait we've seen since 1932, this one shows Washington facing left. This rendition is actually based on a 1931 model by sculptor Laura Garden Fraser, who was one of the most talented and respected female sculptors of her time. So even the obverse ties into the theme of recognizing remarkable women in American history. So what makes the 2020 TP Maya Angelou quarter such a collector's item? First, let's talk about the mint mark. If your coin has a small P on the obverse just to the right of Washington's ponytail, that means it was minted in Philadelphia. These P mint coins have already gained the attention of collectors, especially those looking to build a complete American women quarters set from the very beginning. But here's where things get exciting. Even without any known minting error, certain high-grade examples of this coin have been selling for impressive premiums. Coins that have been carefully preserved, never circulated, and professionally graded, known as mint state or MS coins, can bring in anywhere from $250 to several $100s, depending on their grade. Coins graded MS67 or higher are especially sought after due to their pristine surfaces and sharp details. Some of the most pristine examples, graded by companies like PCGS or NGC, have sold at auction for over $10,500, and those are just the early sales. As the series continues and more collectors enter the scene, the demand for the first coin in the program, the one that started it all, is only expected to increase. What makes this even more special is the fact that your coin doesn't need any error to be valuable. The coin's historical significance, stunning design, and condition alone are what make it stand out. So if you have a 2020 TP Maya Angelou quarter, don't just toss it into your change jar or spend it on a soda. Take a moment to look it over. Does it have sharp, crisp details? A clean, smooth surface with no nicks or scratches? A brilliant shine that makes it stand out? If so, you may want to consider having it graded by a third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate your coin, assign it a numeric grade, and seal it in a protective case. That grade can dramatically influence its value, especially if you're planning to sell or display it. Even if you don't grade it right away, be sure to store your coin in a safe, dry environment, ideally in a coin flip, capsule, or folder that protects it from moisture and oils from your skin. The fewer marks it has, the more it will be worth down the line. The 2020 Tamaya Angelou quarter isn't just a valuable collector's item, it's a launch point for a whole new era of U.S. coinage. The American Women Quarters program will continue through at least 2025, honoring a diverse group of women across many fields, from science and aviation to politics, literature, and civil rights. That makes this an ideal time to start or expand your coin collection. Whether you're collecting by year, by mint mark, by subject, or by condition, this series is filled with meaning and potential. And let's not forget, the Maya Angelou quarter will always be the first. That alone gives it lasting significance and a special place in both coin history and American culture. So, the next time you get change back from the store or dig through your coin jar at home, keep your eyes peeled for that 2020 TP Maya Angelou quarter. It's more than just currency, it's a miniature monument to a phenomenal woman, and for the lucky ones who find a high-quality example, it could also be a valuable investment. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deeper dive into one of America's most meaningful coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow collectors and curious friends. Got a special coin in your collection, or a story about one you found? Drop it in the comments, we'd love to hear it, and maybe even feature it in a future video. Until next time, keep hunting, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of pocket change.